Okay, guys, welcome back. This is the Goatcast. This is another video I'm trying to do for just to get some content out there because I'll be busy in these upcoming weeks. So I'm just trying to drop some things that's on my mind, and that brings me to this graphic, which is Michael Jordan versus LeBron James, the never-ending debate. Why we have to? It's exactly like the Jay-Z versus Nas stuff. You have one side that says the other side killed, is way better than the other side. And then you have the other side saying, well, look at this, look at these stats, look at this, look at these accolades. It's never going to end. But as you can see, the current crop of players believe, over half of them believe that Jordan is the greatest. And any poll I've done, the numbers have pretty much been similar to those. It's usually either around 60% for Jordan, or in the high 50s. And I think that I just think about how this debate will go 20 years from now. Will people look as fondly on Jordan's career once he's so far gone, as say a Bill Russell, or a Kareem, or will those guys, when the years have stacked up, and LeBron's gone and his legacy has been cemented and he's on the sidelines, and you got your new crop, whoever's going to hopefully grab that torch from LeBron, and be that face of the NBA. I don't know. I thought maybe Zion, but don't know. But will this debate continue when LeBron is gone, and Jordan is, and us old people, us that grew up with Jordan, are now your elders, and we don't even care about the debate anymore because we're just thinking about our retirement and things like that. So with the barbershops 20 years from now, will this be a topic? Will Jordan be regarded in the same light? Will LeBron be regarded in the same light? Will we still have these shouting matches? Will we have a new Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless going back and forth? Will we have all these memes and all these just stuff, the crying Jordan meme, or will we have all these things when the dust settles and those guys legacy cemented? Already Jordan has his legacy cemented, and LeBron pretty much has too. But at some point, he will leave the game. And I was been wondering that because you don't see people talk about Bill Russell only when it comes up about the rings and stuff, and he's got a lot, so he should be the GOAT. But no one talks about his stats. No one talks about when he beat prime whoever, when he beat 10, 60 win teams or whatever. The stuff you hear up with the debate of LeBron and Mike. People will bring up Kareem, but nobody's putting Kareem in there. And that's the guy, LeBron, for the scoring title. That's who he passed. He didn't pass. He's already passed Michael Jordan years ago, or a couple years ago. But no one was declaring Kareem the GOAT. Maybe back in the day, maybe in the 90s, maybe when, Michael Jordan's star was starting to shine bigger and bigger. Your old heads, or the people that were from that 80s, late 70s, they were like, well, no, Kareem's the GOAT. Mike, he's good. He's cool. But he only got 3 championships or something like that. The stuff that we do now with a LeBron against Mike. Will it end. And I don't think so. I don't think so. I think in 20 years, I don't think it will be as heavily debated. I don't think we're going to have heated exchanges that get personal like we've seen on television. But I think the barbershops, the your whatever, your Zoom calls, whatever, will still have those that you know that will have their side and be ready to present their side. I mean, there's really, based on everything, LeBron's still playing, so he still has time to cement a little bit more to his legacy, but his legacy is done. I mean, he's not saying he's done, but even if he wins a championship this year, even if he gets 6 rings, unless he does it in just, and then this year would be a storybook ending to a season if he capped it off with a championship. But does that move the needle for anybody that's in Camp Jordan? Will that give Camp LeBron any more ammo? Everything's out there, but unless LeBron just is 45 and still scoring 28, 8 and 8, then pretty much you're on what side of the fence you're going to be on. And I don't think it diminishes LeBron if more people, feel Michael Jordan changed the game. If you watch the movie Air, he literally changed the game. What his mother did and what Nike did made it lucrative for all those players. And now, look at KD's signing a lifetime deal. These players are making money thanks to Mike that will outlive them. And that's crazy. So, if anything, Michael's impact will always make him seem more otherworldly than LeBron. And LeBron's business sense and everything, phenomenal. He's done things that no other player in any sport has done for his community and for just the world in a sense. But it doesn't have the same impact as Jordan. The NBA was at a point where you were getting playoff games that were on tape delay. They had already happened, but you'll get to watch it later. When Michael Jordan came through and did the things that he did, it just completely, NBA became must-see TV. And through that, the deals that these deals for these television deals, these specials, everything, the NBA, for whether you like Jordan or not, was completely changed by what he did and what his presence did for the sport. So I think that's why he's seen most fondly. Because if you look at the stats, LeBron beats him in a lot of stats. He really does. Because I was looking at it and I was going to come in here and be like, yeah, look at this. Jordan just trumps LeBron in all of these. But statistically speaking, a lot of stats, LeBron is either very close to or far surpasses Mike. So if we're going by stats, I mean, you have to drill in and see, was LeBron stat padding? Was did some of those stats come from just big time losses? You really have to drill down to see, how much what he did meant. But at the end of the day, most people still believe Mike is the best. And for me, I think it's completely because of his impact on the game and the impact he's still having on the game. 20 years later, we still are in awe of Michael Jordan for just about in anything he does, and any time he's brought up, and any time, just listen to that ovation when they did the NBA Top 75 in Cleveland, in LeBron's hometown. That entire crowd blew the roof off of that place just from his mere presence, just from him coming out and waving. The place went bananas. So the debate will go on. You can talk about stats. You could talk about this. You can talk about that. You could talk about this performance. You can talk about this failure. But at the end of the day, Mike just changed the game. And because of that, changing the game, we can turn a deaf ear. We can turn a blind eye to, his failures. But for the most part, he's why the NBA is where it is now. And I believe it. You might not, and I know a lot of LeBron fans will, say that it was the NBA being where it is now is because of him, and he's a big part of it. Michael Jordan is still his airness, and he's still the reigning king of the NBA. And don't be surprised if at some point, sadly, when Mike is gone, or in his Bill Russell days as being an ambassador, which Mike probably won't do because Mike does his own thing. But don't be surprised if they change the logo to number 23. Not the number 23, but the silhouette of number 23. So that's my little spiel, my little rant. The stats are so close. The wins, the accolades. Mike has more. LeBron though has, he has the numbers to say, hey, I'm doing it better than Jordan in a lot of these areas. It's never going, nothing's going to change for Mike because he's done. LeBron's going to add some more to it, but he's not going to win an MVP most likely. He's not going to win Defensive Player of the Year. He's not going to, a lot of those accolades he's just not going to do at this advanced age of an NBA player. But just know he is, I believe, both of them are some of the greatest players in this world, and we should not try to tear down either one. They're both great for their own reasons, and they both changed this game. But one just had a more impact. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Check me out. Got other videos coming your way, so appreciate it. This is the Goatcast. See